Okay, this display is right on the corner of William Street and Nickel Street, just down the street from Sheets. If you come across the Nickel Street Bridge there by Dinger's Grill and come up as if you were headed towards the fairgrounds, you'll see this beautiful display out in front of this beautiful, big old Victorian home. Okay, as you can see, beautiful tree-lined streets, gardens everywhere. Look at this, absolutely beautiful. Then you come around the side of the house, and what do you see? Ignore the big camera guy. Look at that, beautiful sunflowers. All sorts of different types. I see the Valentine there, and the Irish. Beautiful. They're starting to get a little bit spent. I have to come out and trim them up a little bit. Irish eyes, I believe these are. That you've got, well, first off, you took the opportunity to plant these little plots downtown, which I thank you for. I think they're absolutely beautiful. But you also planted quite a few at your house. Now, tell me, if you would, what interested you in doing this? You got a heck of a garden at your home to begin with, but what about the whole sunflower campaign did you like?
Right. Well, I used to be a floral designer in my other life, until I had a really bad back injury, so I really love flowers just in general. But the thing about the sunflowers that I really like is anything that brings life to the town, anything that would be, adding anything positive in any way. And flowers, I think, is one of the most inexpensive, natural, beautiful ways to do that.
And there's a vibrancy to a sunflower too, which is something about the uniqueness of them, how big they can get and how dramatic they can get.
Yes.
And there's so many different varieties. What I like to use that word vibrant, you know?
Absolutely, I agree. And I think one of the neatest things is I have a two-year-old grandchildren, and the flowers are bigger than them, and to watch them stand next to them and just look up at this huge flower, it's the neatest thing.
Now, do you see this as a value that you really could think, if you see what you've done here, and hopefully the ones there at the courthouse will be popping, and the ones down at the post office, do you see the value in regards to using this as a potential tourism attraction? I mean, you think there's a possibility there?
I think so. I think especially, you can go hand in hand. A lot of people come just to Clearfield for the fair. They've been trying to revive the, driving park through Thrills on the Hills and their country festivals. Yeah, I think it could add. I think it could be something that would be an extra draw to bring, tourists, sure.
And the nice thing about it is, as you said, it's real affordable. I mean, what's a pack of seeds cost? You throw them in the ground, they're pretty hardy plants, and they grow pretty much anywhere, except for we found some of the real rough clay dense clay soils around here, they're not taking off. But even here, under the shade, under the tree downtown, they seem to be taking off.
And yeah, they took off really well, and they're very inexpensive, and they're low maintenance. You really don't need a lot of maintenance with them.
Have you had a lot of problems with birds or anything like that associated with the plants?
Actually, don't have any problems with the birds. I saw two of the most beautiful birds I've ever seen in my whole life, and I looked them up on the internet. They were American goldfinches, and they actually look like a sunflower because they have bright, really vibrant yellow feathers, and then they have black, crests on their heads and on the tips of their wings. So my mom and I thought it was really cool because it almost looked like the sunflower itself was moving, and then when you look closer, you could see that it was a bird. So no, I don't have any problems with birds. I love birds. We should be happy that birds are attracted. And I don't see any, large crows, or these were beautiful finches.
Yeah, the songbirds. This is what I was telling Dick. They come through. They migrate through every time. This time of year, they'll stick around for about 3 weeks on their way back down south. Or, I don't know if they're heading up, I guess they would be heading back down south. And yeah, I know what you're talking about, the little very, very bright yellow.
Yes.
There's also, here in a couple weeks, you'll start seeing a really bright green one. It's fluorescent green. It's a little bit bigger. I don't know what that is. But yeah, they're astonishing, beautiful, beautiful birds. They come for the seeds.
Yes. And sunflowers, you can also harvest the seeds for yourself, which, I will do. That's a fun thing to do with your family. Inexpensive and very healthy treat. So,
how do you say and spell your name?
Mary Lou Hill, MaryLouhill.
And where do you live?
305 Turnpike Avenue.
In Clearfield?
Yes, in Clearfield.
Can I get a still picture of you sitting here?
Yeah, I don't take pictures very well.
Oh, you look beautiful.
Oh, come on.
There you go. Nice smile. Good smile. There you go. And great place to plant them, right along the main road. Out in front of Knickerbocker Villa, we have these giant multiple blooms, which should get to be about 10 feet tall and bloom all through September.